You know what I think? I think my little girl's so smart. So beautiful. I love you so much. I miss you and your daddy, and I love your daddy. And now, our family gets to be whole again, just like it's supposed to be. Isn't that right? Can you get it in there? Here. Oh, I'm not expecting anyone. Are you expecting somebody? Do you have a visitor? Come on, let's go see. Let's go say hi. Let's go say
hi. You
Hi.
probably don't remember me.
I do, the bartender from the Haunted Star, right?
Yeah, and I might be your brother.
Okay. Why don't we just start from the top? Why would you think you're my brother?
Well, Holly Sutton is my birth mother, and she told me Robert Scorpio is my father.
Really? Well, that's very unlikely. I mean, I know that my father and Holly were together, but I think that they were apart long before you were born.
Okay, so you don't think they might have had a reunion of sorts? Long enough for Holly to get pregnant? She gave me up for adoption in Australia and then showed up at my work last year without giving me a hint, but we started talking about traveling, and I told her I might be going to the US, and so she gave me this photograph.
I've never seen this one before. Man, do they look like trouble. But I'm not sure why this means anything.
Well, Holly pointed me in Luke Spencer's direction, said he's someone that I should meet, and she was right. He gave me a job, we hit it off, but then she showed up again.
Holly was in Port Charles?
She still is. She's after Luke's wife's money.
That's the first thing you said that makes sense.
Holly implied that Luke Spencer is my father, that he had an affair, she got pregnant, but he was married.
To Laura?
Yes, Laura. But then after a lot of back and forth, she finally admitted that my father was actually Robert Scorpio, which would make you my sister, and this little bundle of joy here, my niece. I've never had a niece or a nephew before, or any siblings. My parents only had me. Well, they adopted me.
Where's Holly now?
Well, she was staying here.
Patrick must have forgotten to mention that.
Well, it's strictly platonic, I'm sure. Holly only has eyes for Luke. She's determined to lure Luke away from Tracy.
Oh, that must be fun for Tracy.
Yeah. I believe she's staying at the Metro Court Hotel now. Lulu Spencer must have talked to you about me. How I'm a con artist, and although I don't deny it, you could ask Holly yourself.
So how do you feel about all this?
I got used to the idea of Luke Spencer. And now there's this other guy, your father, and I know absolutely nothing about him.
Look, I'll tell you everything you want to know, but I sincerely doubt that Robert Scorpio is your father.
Look, I'm so sorry to dump this on you. I'm sure it's a shock. It was for me too.
That's not the problem.
Okay, I'm sorry this upsets your image of your father.
No, believe me, I have no illusions about my father. I just think you got it wrong.
So you don't believe me?
No, I don't believe Holly. My former stepmother is a very charming woman, but you have to consider her guilty until proven innocent.
So, if your father didn't tell you, it's not true?
Last summer, my dad was dying of cancer, and
Well, we told each other just about everything. So if I had a sibling, I think he would have said something.
Well, assuming he even knew I existed.
Okay, I'm really good at being logical, so what you're gonna do is give me your birthday, and I will see if there's any possible way that you could be my brother. Counting back 9 months from your birthday, one day you were conceived, my dad was in Port Charles. I remember because he got pulled into some caper. There was a corrupt police chief at the time, Bert Ramsey. There's a name from my past. Anyway, my dad helped bring him down.
So, is there any way that maybe Holly snuck into town to see your dad?
I'm so sorry. But I'll be happy to contact my dad. I mean, I'll call him anyway. I just know what he'll say. I'm afraid Holly lied to you.
Oh, I'm sorry I bothered you.
For getting the truth.
You know what the crazy part is? I never gave a damn about who my birth parents might be. Now that's all I can think about.